Hey guys, Mark Holmes here with and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. We were doing a live stream on the way home, had a phone call that I had to take that, I had to take that. Wish I didn't have to take that, but I had to take that one. By now, you probably heard that we have made a trade for Michael Bennett, and we've given up a conditional 7th round draft pick in 2021, which is really chump change because basically our 7th round draft pick, and we had like Bo Scarborough and stuff like that, and Joey Icks, or people that have not made the team. So really, you gave up nothing. New England basically, I think, wanted to get him out of town, and Philly 500 basically said, you got to steal in him. He's got 2.5 sacks, and I think 6 tackles on the season. And I know a lot of y'all say, well, that's not very much. But see, he's not getting that much playing time in New England. And he does benefit from having a great defense around him, and also benefits playing a crappy schedule that New England has. What he probably wanted in New England is more playing time, and that's one of the reasons why he kind of became a malcontent. And you know, you don't get along in New England, they're going to want to get rid of you. So they basically said, we'll take whatever we can get for him. Let's just get rid of him and move on. Now, here's what, when it first hit me during the live stream, it was kind of like, wait a minute, Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is a guy who can be destructive to the team and things. But things you got to like, thanks to Michael Anthony, reminded me that he played in Seattle under Chris Richard. So Chris Richard knows how to get the most out of him. 2, we play New England on the 24th. You don't think that he's going to want to get some payback in New England and show off? 3, he might be able to give you some intel on New England as well as their offensive, defensive plans and things like that. So for what it cost us, it's worth kicking the tires on. He's definitely a guy who can get to the quarterback. I think he wears shoulder pads that are a little too small. Personally, I think he could use some bigger ones, but hey, it works for him. He doesn't get injured. So definitely, I don't know that he is a full-time player anymore, but for rotating into the lineup and giving you a burst, which is something that the Cowboys like to do, they like to rotate a whole lot of guys, it could be really good. It could be, again, you basically got him for nothing. What you think? I think
wait and see.
Wait and see. Well, it'll be nice to see him back with Chris Richard, because Chris Richard, Chris Richard gets the most out of these guys. And if Chris Richard gives them the go ahead and the okay on it, then you ought to think, okay, maybe it won't be so bad after all. But and it's good that we're doing it during the bye week because, well, it gives him some time to get used to the system, although it's not far from what he was running in Seattle. And so we are finally, an hour and a half after driving in traffic, back home where we belong. Thank goodness. All right, y'all. Michael Bennett traded to the Dallas Cowboys for a conditional 7th round pick in 2021. Reunited with Chris Richard, and he's now a Dallas Cowboy after being in Philadelphia. Let's hope he doesn't have any of that Philadelphia stank on him anymore after being in Seattle and being in New England. Let's keep our fingers crossed that he is the guy that gives us a little boost like Charles Haley did, a little edge, a little attitude and things. I'll have more with you guys later after I get situated, get cleaned up, and get a foot in my behind. I'll see you soon.